She scares the living crap out of me.
If you're in the building, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
What's up, guys? It's your boy One Choice, and here we are. It is currently the 14th of January while I'm making this video, and you know what? I just feel like I had to make it. I talked about a different topic to do with pardon me. Bit of video indigestion there. I talked about a different topic to do with American politics a couple of days ago in a previous video, and apparently everyone really liked it, so I thought I'd weigh in on another topic. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not specifically dedicated into politics itself. I like to stay up with, with current events. I like to research things so I understand exactly what's going on, because to tell you the truth, I do not trust mainstream media. It's the reason why YouTube news, especially independent news, is so crucial these days, because news always has an agenda, whether it's independent, whether it's the mainstream news, which is almost always left-wing. It always has an agenda, but I find the more information you can get, you can usually piece together things piece by piece, and you can really see what's actually going on, and that's what I like to do. So I'd like to weigh in on this because President Trump is being impeached again. Now, I don't get this, because now they tried to impeach him last time and it dismally failed. Why? Because he wasn't actually doing anything wrong. It's simply, the left wing who has been trying to get him out of Parliament ever since he went into Parliament, and even before he became president, they were trying to do anything they could do to stop him from progressing. And the reason being is because, yes, absolutely, he's right-wing, but he's a business-minded guy. He's run the country like a business. And he's made it very successful. And I challenge you to be able to successfully tell me that America is a worse place because of Trump, because so many aspects of his presidency have been so successful. There were a whole bunch of them. I've actually written them down because, to be truly honest, I couldn't remember every single one. So let's take a look at this. So the judiciary system, over the time that he was a president, 4 years, he has appointed over 220 judges under the federal bench, all on lifetime appointments. So that means he's actually gone through to such an extent that he has completely remapped who is in there, and he has put in people that he thinks will be able to do the right thing by the American people. All right, now this doesn't affect me. I'm an Australian, but I like the fact that he's done that. And as I said, he runs the country like a business. It's not, what do the people think is going to be the most popular thing? What's going to make me the most liked president? It is, what is going to get the job done? And that's brilliant. That's how I like to run business. That's how he runs business. And you know what? He's successful because of that. That's the reason why he's run a successful business. That's the reason why he has been so successful in the past, because he operates from a business mindset. Let's go to the second one. So the tax reform. I think this is brilliant because no one likes paying tax, and I guarantee you right now, with all this Biden talk about free education and all this other stuff, it is going to skyrocket tax. Because I guarantee you right now, there is no such thing as free education. No such thing. It will cost you money. How's that going to happen? They're going to raise the taxes. I guarantee it. Now, Donald Trump has actually managed to lower taxes in a lot of aspects in America, and that's brilliant. There is actually some places where he's lowered it as far as 14%. That is massive, 14%. So brilliant. But still, he's a bad president, huh? This is an interesting one. Space Force. All right. Now, Space Force is something that a lot of people mocked. A lot of people like, that's stupid. But let me ask you a question. If another country started developing that and said they were ready for it, and we were all 10 years behind that, would that pose a problem? Now, you might say, One Choice, what about the 1967 Outer Space Treaty? That's a very good question. It doesn't say that you can't have a military presence in space. It says that you cannot place military with weapons of mass destruction in outer space so that they can attack places on Earth. Space Force isn't about that. Space Force is all about defending the American positions in outer space. Things like satellites, space stations, research, everything like that is all about defending that. And you know what? It's in the Constitution. You're allowed to defend yourself. So it's actually constitutional. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is the First Step Act. Now, this is all about mass incarceration. Look, anything to try to help out the incarceration system in America, which is ridiculous. Like, it's bad enough in Australia. The incarceration system in America is just off the charts, ridiculous. Any steps you can take in order to help that, in order to go into reform programs or anything like that, it was so popular within Congress as well. This is such an amazing thing. But you know what? It barely made the news. Why? Because the news is left wing, and President Donald Trump is right wing. There's a conflict there, and it's again one of the reasons why I just don't trust the conventional news. Anyway, next one. ISIS. This is something Obama did not do. He barely did anything to make a dent in the ISIS attacks. That was Trump. And also, what's his name? Mad Dog Mattis. General Mad Dog Mattis. That guy's a psycho. Anyway, that was the Trump Parliament, or the Trump presidency that did something about that. And you know what? They made amazing progress. And did they wipe off the face of the earth? No. But they have actually put such a big dent in it, and they've made such progress back that it's almost that near second place. They haven't wiped ISIS off the face of the earth, and to be truly honest, they probably never will. It'd be almost impossible without completely invading the country and wiping out the entire country, which they're obviously not going to do. Alright, let's go to the next one. The Nobel Peace Prize. You know what? I really hope he gets this. I think he deserves this. You know why? Bringing in any form of progress between Israel and any other country in the Middle East is an amazing feat. We're talking about two groups of people who have been battling it out for the last 5,000 years. And he's come in, and in 4 years, he's made a difference to the point where he's actually being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. And I love the way the mainstream media put it, that there was a far-right politician in Norway who nominated him. Why is he got to be far-right? Why can't he just agree with what he's done? There have been Democratic politicians that Republican politicians have thought did a good job. Just because you're right, far right, doesn't mean that you can't agree with some of the things that a Democratic president has done. Just because you're left doesn't mean that you can't agree with something that a Republican president has done. And I'm not saying that all Republicans are right-wing, I'm not saying all Democrats are left-wing, but it's generally the way it goes. Alright? Now, if you would have asked me 5 years ago, I probably would have said I was slightly on left-wing. I'm trying to look at the camera right now. This way is left, it's right in my hand, but to you it's left. I would have said I was slightly left-wing. The way that the left wing is going now, and I understand it's only the extremists, but I cannot side on that side anymore. I struggle so hard to agree with the way it works. I would not say I'm a radical right wing, but I definitely sit on the right side of that middle ground. Hold up, my screen's just gone. Alrighty. Now, the last point I'd like to bring up about Donald Trump, the second last point, actually, I do want one more. The second last point I'd like to bring up is the progress he's made with North Korea and with Iraq. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of years ago, it was like every second day North Korea was making threats on every country and their grandma. When was the last time you heard from North Korea? You know why? Because Donald Trump has actually gone in and he's actually made a difference there. He's actually made progress there. And it's actually progress that no one has made since the Korean War. That's a long time. Sorry about that, guys. My battery died, and that's why you always carry a spare one. All right, let's go back into it. Let's take a look at the impeachment of Donald Trump in 2021 and the way the media is handling this. Now, firstly, the last time there was an impeachment, on the 24th of September, the public impeachment notice went out. He is going to be impeached. Now, the impeachment officially started on the 13th of October. We're talking approximately 3 weeks. In 3 weeks' time, he's not even going to be the president. Do you really think that an impeachment is going to be able to be organized, conducted, and decided within the next week? What's the point? An impeachment is to remove someone from presidency. He's already lost the election. Sadly, because to be truly honest, I still think that he actually would have had more votes. I think it's very obvious that there was voter fraud that went on. And, that's not me making huge allegations. If you look at it, there were hundreds of affidavits. There was evidence on video. There was this, that, and everything else that proved that there was voter fraud. There's states right now in America jumping up and down. Like, what is going on? But you know what? It doesn't really matter now because he lost. To be truly honest, I don't think Joe Biden's gonna last very long as the president. I think he'll retire, and I think Kamala Harris is going to be the president. She scares the living crap out of me. She is, I'm not going to say anything that's defamation, but personally, I think she's going to be the worst thing for American politics right now. I think America would have been definitely better to keep President Trump in. But that's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. You don't even have to share my opinion, but that's my opinion. Now, I love the way the media has gone about this. He is still the president, I think, until the 20th. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the 20th of January is the day that he leaves the White House officially. Now, that's the day that he is no longer president. Yes, Biden is president-elect, but he is not in the White House until the 20th of January. But if you look at the mainstream media, he's no longer President Trump. He's back to Mr. Trump. And for me, that's just disrespectful. If someone is in the White House, they are the president until they leave. Yes, he lost the election. No, he's not out of the White House yet. So for me, if I was a reporter, I would be keeping that as President Trump the entire time because you know what? It's just respectful. And as the American nation, I believe that they should be respectful towards the person who is president at the time. Do they have to agree with everything he says? No. Should they be respectful of the fact that he is the president? Yes. Have I liked every prime minister that's come into Australia since I have been old enough to vote and care about politics? Absolutely not. Have I always respected them? Not necessarily. I occasionally crack political jokes, but you know what? As a general rule, I have respected the decisions that they've made. I have not agreed with them, absolutely not, but I think it is important to respect. It's actually a biblical principle. You don't have to agree with the person who's in charge, but you do have to respect the fact that they are in charge and they do have that level of not necessarily control, but responsibility over that nation. Anyway, I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know. Hit me with a comment. Ask me a question. I do not mind answering. If you have a difference of opinion, let me know. Keep it civil. I'm not here to argue with anyone and get real petty and personal, but I am more than happy to share opinions. Let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't, let me know. In the meantime, I've got some amazing music coming out soon. Cannot wait to share it with you. I've got some dope stuff coming out with amazing artists like D4C, like Double T, like Jonesin. You wait. It's coming. Can't wait. Let me know. God bless, guys. I'll see you later.